Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Curator Within. I'm Julie, your guide, and just reminder to look within because your path is yours and your path is personal. Today, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my own path and my own personal journey. We are all on a journey of life, and you can hear people speaking about their own spiritual journey, and they often say, "Oh, I started to awaken in 2018 and 2019." I've heard people say this, and truly, it all started when you were born. Your path that you're along, everything has been aligning for you, for your greatest good. And when we allow the magic of the universe or of God, whatever aligns with you, to align with us, that's when the magic starts to happen. And I spent many years trying to force this on myself. If I just believed enough, if I just manifested enough, if I just said enough affirmations, and if I could just control every little aspect of my life, then it would be perfect. If I could just be enough, if I could just be more, then it would be perfect. And I tried really hard for many years, and then my life completely fell apart. It completely started to unravel. And that is where I learned the most. So, a few years ago, I went through some pretty hard times in a relationship that I was in, and that did lead to divorce and separation. And I was going through a really hard time with that, and I decided what better time to move to a new state. So, I moved out of the state, and 2 months later, I lost my mom, who is and was my best friend. So, even though I thought at that point with my divorce that that was the lowest that I had ever felt in my life, life continued to kick me down with the loss of my mom. So I want to speak about this story because this is not a unique story. Every single one of us will go through grief, will go through loss, will go through hard times. And I just encourage you to be grateful for what you have now and who you have now in your life because they are not yours to keep and they are not here forever. And it's important to enjoy your life. That is something that my mom said to me over and over. She said, "Julie, enjoy your life. I just want to see you enjoy your life. Why are you overthinking everything? Why are you thinking so deeply into everything? Enjoy your life." And that's what my mom was for me. She was a guiding light for everything love. She had her own struggles, just like every single one of us does on this journey of life, but she always returned to love. She gave love freely as the infinite blessing and power that it is. Love and abundance is infinite. It is all around us. It's not a resource that we need to keep and harbor for ourselves. It is something that is limitless. It's here for everyone and all of us at every time. And we need to stay in alignment and tap into that. And that's not going to say that challenges will not arise. They absolutely will. And they absolutely did in my own life. And it's taken me a really long time to get to a good place with all of this. And some days are harder than others. But I remember how low I felt. I couldn't even look myself in the mirror. Any self care practices I had, they went out the window. When I say I could not look myself in the mirror, I mean that. I felt so unworthy and undeserving of love. I felt so sad that my mom was no longer here and not able to continue on this journey of life and continue on to love and grow. And she was my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. She was the person that I looked to in the hard times, the good times, and everything in between. And so it was really hard for me to give myself any sort of love Because at that point, I felt like if she's no longer here to witness it and see it and be with me, how could I ever continue? And I am here to say that you can continue and you will get through it. And while I would give anything to have my mom here with me today, I am so grateful for what I learned in the process of losing her. And I learned so many lessons, and I learned about the good parts of myself, the parts of myself that are like her. So I encourage you, if you're going through a hard time in your life, I promise you, if you put yourself first and start with these practices every day, reminding yourself that you can continue, I promise you, you will. And that is what the Curator Within is all about. And I know that I've been talking about it a lot and what I want to create. And I just want to let you know I am committed to creating this. I am committed to not only myself and my alignment and my purpose and my path, I'm committed to empowering you along yours because I believe that's what I'm here on this earth to do. I want to be your cheerleader. I want to help you through the hard times, and I want to help you return to yourself because your inner wisdom is what matters. You are the only person walking this path. You are the one that can return within and find those answers. And that's not to say that we are just some individual floating in space. No, we are all interconnected. We are in a web of the people around us, the earth beneath us. We are a part of all of it. So just coming from a place of love with everything. And I know that it can sound foreign if you're not in a place to accept and receive that. And everyone can take what they need from this and leave what they don't. And that's the beauty in it. If it resonates with you, it is for you. And I will be creating guided meditations and affirmations and reminders and things that we can do to fuel our mind and our body every single day to create a life that we truly love and enjoy. And I've learned that it's not about controlling every aspect, it's about letting go. All of the things that were so scary in my world became so powerless once I sat there and faced them. And that is what I will continue to do on my journey. Sit and face every fear you have. Sit with them in silence. Don't push them away when they come up. Sit there with them. Listen to them and then question them. Are they even true? We are all living from a script and a story, and we are acting from that. And if we're not conscious of that, it can take over our lives and we keep running with it, that same broken record over and over, right? If you're seeing things in your life that continue to persist, sit with it, question it, see what is really going on. And does it align with your highest good and what you know you want to create? If it isn't, it's time to change it. It's time to change the script. And that's what I would like to show you with the Curator Within. You can find power in your story. You can share that story and you can rewrite the script. You can continue on. You could continue to go down a path where you feel sorry for yourself and you feel like a victim to all of your challenges. Or you can go down a path where you feel empowered by them and you share that with other people. And we are meant to learn through stories. That is our nature. So finding power in your story and sharing that with others. And I'm not saying it has to look like you have to start a podcast or an Instagram and start talking to every single person about your story. What I am saying is find that within yourself. Find the power of your story within yourself. And it doesn't mean you have to share it with others. That's your choice. We can teach other people. We can't change them at all. We can't force someone else into being what we want them to be. But I do believe there's power in planting a seed. And from that seed, you will grow roots. You will grow a beautiful tree. So don't be afraid to plant that seed when you are looking to help someone. Don't be afraid to share your story and hope that it empowers them. How they take it, we cannot control that. And that's okay. That's their journey, that's their path. They will learn it in the time that they are meant to learn it. And they will learn it and become aligned with what they need to become aligned with. And that is not your path. That is not your responsibility. It is not your responsibility to change and control other people around you. It is your responsibility to curate a life that you love and what feels right to you. And what feels right for me and what works for me may not be what works for you. We are all on our own divine path. Everyone's path is different. And that's yours and that's mine, and that's the beauty in it. We are all here to connect and to love and to learn and to grow. And the more we can seek that out, the more we will find it in our lives. And I know that some of this can sound a little bit out of reach for you, but it's not. It is right there in front of you, and trust will build that bridge from where you are now to where you are going. And if you follow along on Instagram, I post daily reminders, journal prompts, and affirmations. And the it's kind of like a perfect storm, right? Because we first have to remind ourselves what we want and what we want to create in our lives. And then we have to dig a little bit deeper within ourselves and journal about that. Why do we want it? If you know why you want something, the how will be easy, the how will come. So, why do we want to create these things in our lives? And we can journal about it, we can go a little bit deeper with it. And then once we understand that, we can affirm that in our lives. And meditation is a big part in this because we're visualizing what we want to create. And we are powerful. We are powerful manifestors. We are influencing things outside of us. And that's not to say we are in control at all. We are not in control. The bad things that happen to us, we did not create that. Sometimes challenges come to us to help us grow. So, in those moments, we have to choose to be bitter or better, to learn and grow, or allow something to keep us stagnant and keep us repeating that cycle. And that's why it does run on a loop. We need to learn these lessons. We need to move through life. And the funny part about life is it's not this linear thing that we picture in our minds. It's kind of just a spiral. It's all over the place because something will come up. We think we healed it. We think we learned from it. And then it will repeat further along the path. And it's just a remembering. Life is remembering. We're remembering things as they come up for us. We're remembering things. We thought we learned this lesson already. We thought we knew this already. We had it, right? But then we forgot. Then we went back into old patterns and we just continued. That is exactly why we need daily reminders and daily introspection to make sure that we are aligned with our path. And I think it is very important. I really love Stoic philosophy for this because memento mori, remember your death, remember you will die. And that's not to say that it's something that you have to be sad about. It's not something that you have to be sad about. And if you are sad or fearful of it, sit with that. And that is a whole other story that we'll get into another day. My whole journey with that. And there are still times where I feed into that fear and I do fear that death. but I'm talking about empowering yourself through death. It is something that we will all face, and it's important to take action today in your life. Don't wait. Don't wait until tomorrow to call someone and tell them you love them. Don't wait for tomorrow to give someone a hug. Don't wait to start on your dreams. Don't wait to bet on yourself, because death is coming. It is here. We don't know when it's coming. We don't know how it's coming. And it's not something to fear, but it is something to help you take action in your life. And I hope that today's video has sparked something for you. And if it did, leave a comment, start a conversation, share it with someone that you think could really use this message. And I'm excited to share more meditations and more insight and journaling. And just as I'm on this journey of life, I know that this will blossom and grow, and I'll be able to help and empower more people. And I appreciate you taking the time to listen. Thank you so much, and have a great day. And remember, be the light, be the change. It all starts with you. You've got this. Just keep going. Thank you, guys.